Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP coming at you with a special episode of That's a Shoot. It's the WWE Backlash 2024 Review Edition. Since I was off doing other things earlier today, I couldn't give you a rapid reaction to it. I decided that I would give you a review. I've just finished rewatching the whole thing, and I gotta say, it was a pretty good show. Really good show. So let's go ahead and let's start off with the first match, which was the tag team match, the Bloodline, so it's called Tonga against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And this thing got started off quickly. Fights and everything like that. They were fighting and everything like that. The bell didn't even ring. They broke it up. All this came out there and said, okay, so if you don't want to play by the rules, then we'll have no rules. No DQ, no count out. It's a street fight. And their street fight. They did the thing where they put the boxes up like they did at WrestleMania in the Monday Night One main event. They did that again. They had a one box screen showing Owens and Tonga fighting, and then they had another screen showing Orton and Solo Sikoa fighting. And it was absolutely incredible. They fought around the ring, into the crowd, everywhere. At one point, Randy Orton goes looking for Tonga, but Tonga has gotten away from. He's going ahead because Kevin Owens got away from Tonga. He went over there to join in Randy Orton, but then Tonga followed him, and then it was it was 2-on-1. Randy Orton walked all around the ring, came back. They were filling the crowd. He got into the crowd. It's a good stuff. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens really had the first part of this match. They were taking him down, beating him, hitting him with trash cans, trash can lids, and everything like that. And he really did a great job. But then it took a turn, and Kevin Owens somehow but I get and then Kevin Owens on the ground, and Tonga took over, and then they oh, it was a small drop of Randy Orton that turned the tide for the Bloodline, and then they took down and they went down with Kevin Owens to beat Kevin Owens down. Randy Orton get up kind of like the hot tag situation of this one. He came down the House of Fire and tried to get down everybody, and it was just a car wreck. And we got an RKO on the table, and we got people being put through tables, and it was incredible. And then we get one to the point where Kevin Owens is taking chairs, hitting Tonga with them, and setting them up, hitting Tonga with him, and setting it up, and it ended up being that suplex type thing through the chairs on Tonga, and they went ahead and they did the thing, the 1, 2 things like that, and then Tonga's brother, what was it, Tonga Lao? Tonga Lao? He came out. He pulled the referee out by the end, and that caused some small spike on Kevin Owens, and he got the 1, 2, 3. The Bloodline wins, and now Tonga Loa is now also another one part of the Bloodline. And let me check here for a second. Tonga Loa is also, he's also Tonga's brother. I want to make sure I got his name right. Yeah, Tonga Loa. Tonga Loa. That's his name. Tonga Loa. Tonga Loa. So, yeah, that was that. All in all, it was a tremendous match, tremendous spectacle. Just, it was just amazing. first match. They did right there to kick it off. By the way, this crowd in France was just amazing. The stuff they were doing, the stuff they were chanting, even though you couldn't understand what the hell they were talking about, they were chanting in French, but it was amazing. I give it 4.5 stars. This match. This was just truly amazing. The France saw Puerto Rico last year. They said, "Okay, San Juan, we see you, and we'll raise you." crowd, crowd stuff, amazing. Next was the WWE Women's Championship match, the triple threat between Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Bayley. And they kind of wanted to do. They kind of wanted to try to do the 2-on-1 thing on Tiffany. She was able to get out of it a couple of times, and then of course they kind of had to Bayley and Naomi had to go after each other. Some very extreme moves. It was a blockbuster from Naomi where she went out and went off of the barricade and hit that. Tiffany Stratton kicked out of the belly to belly. Just really solid action in here, and it ended up, they end up hitting Naomi and Bayley end up hitting a 3D on Tiffany that just took her out, and then they finished up. They rolled up, and Bayley rolled up Naomi and got the victory. They ended with a nice kiss and hug, and they Naomi raised her hand for respect. So it was a really nice match. I give it 3.5 stars. I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good. Next was the World Championship match between Jey Uso and champion Damian Priest. And boy, I tell you, I mentioned on the predictions episode, I was worried about Jey Uso and whether or not, it's speaking of something on another YouTube channel said, Russell Talk, is the entrance over or is Jey Uso over? Is the saying over, or is Jey Uso over? But whatever it is, it was over in France. They decided to turn on their phones, and they were yeeting with their phones and everything like that. At one point, Corey Graves said, "I think I'm gonna have vertigo. I've never seen anything like this." It was just incredible. France was amazing. They were truthful behind Jey Uso from the beginning, and Uso was taunting Damian at the beginning of the match, getting him the old yeet. So he's going all 4 things yeets. So there was some interesting stuff, some interesting action between Damian and Jey. I thought they kind of went very slow here. And I'm not sure what it was. I don't know if it's chemistry or whatever, but there's some stuff that you didn't know if maybe Jey Uso wasn't really into it. That damn Cornette, he has mentioned in the past about Jey, some of the things that Jey does that he doesn't particularly like he punches, it's almost like an open hand slap, and he's kind of doing a lot of the gyrating and doing some of the showboating, something like that. And I didn't see it until and now I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him work, and I'm wondering, does he need to kind of tighten up a little bit on his work? He just need to tighten up, some things, for his work to be set. So, who knows? Like I said, Jey Uso, I think Jey Uso is over, and I would like for them to take advantage of that, because I have a feeling that they might put him back, in a tag team with his brother. Might put him back into a version of the Bloodline. So who never knows? But it's just maybe see some of the things that are happening here. So JD came down and he got interfered, and Finn Balor came out and he tried to interfere. Damian Priest doesn't want them there. That kind of causes some friction and reaction between those two. Jey Uso almost gets a near fall, on Damian Priest, to win a championship. He goes out, he takes out JD, he takes out Finn, but um, Damian Priest is able to catch him and get him in the ring with the avalanche, south of heaven. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest wins. Afterwards, JD and Finn try to jump him. He tells them not to do so, and he tells them just to stand in line and pose for the thing. So that's a very interesting story. This breakup of the Judgment Day is going to be very interesting. It is going to be very interesting. I think, I think I know where everything can go. I think Finn and JD might do a tag team since they were Irish buddies, the Irish Aces. Um, could be something. I totally think Dominic is going to, after what we saw Monday, he's going to be with Liv Morgan and turn on Mommy, turn her heel, turn on baby face for real. And Damian Priest, I don't know if he'll stay a heel or if he'll be a baby face. My thing says is that he'll be a baby face because, heels would allow his teammates to jump him, but he didn't want that, so this is interesting. I gave it 3 stars. Um, and hopefully James can kind of, get something back. He's kind of slipping, so maybe he'll get back into the action and get back to being someone that we all thought could be championship material. Next was the women tag match between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill and the Kabuki Warriors. I put this out on Twitter. Watching that tag match, it just seems truly unbelievable. Having Jade Cargill sell for any offense Kairi Sane was giving her it was just out of place, and it was unbelievable. It is unbelievable to think that anything Kairi Sane would do to Jade would hurt her, let alone the fact that she would didn't go ahead and sell it. So it's it's one of those things where it just wasn't believable, and they've got a real thing here with Jade. I think she's got presence. I think she's got a look that can make her a star. There is things that you can see about her that things, and they went longer than they've been going with the matches with her, and you can kind of see that there was some sloppiness, there was some mix up with Kairi. Say that could have been Kairi as well. There was some mix ups. They were doing moves, and at one point, Kairi wasn't the legal woman, and the referee said that she wasn't, but then she tagged in Asuka, who should have been the legal woman then, but who knows? Um, and Jay's got some stuff she's got to get more focused on. She's, I think, one of the things I think as people tell young wrestlers to slow down. I think that's one thing that she should do. She should just slow down. She does a pump kick. I've not at one time seen her extend on the pump kick. Pump kick always catches them like in the chest or in the gut or something like that. She doesn't. She's not able to get an extension on the pump kick. Today she went for I'm guessing a military press slam. There was a be caught and then slammed down. It didn't happen. She couldn't get Kyrie up all the way, so it just kind of like half her went up and then came down and she threw her down. I think Jade will get better. I think that's why they're in this tag team, right? I think that's why they're in this tag. They're doing this tag team thing because they can have Jade doesn't have to do everything by herself. That she can still get some training and get a little bit better, something like that. While Bianca can wrestle the match and she can do most of the selling. That's what she should do. She should do most of the selling because I will say this. Also, Jade's selling was also very weird, but again, maybe again, it's the fact that she's wrestling women that she shouldn't sell for. So, and maybe she knows that, but she's doing it anyway. Who knows? But I'm not anything yet on Jade. I think I'm not. I think she will get better. I think she got a good person next to her, Bianca Belair, who I famously thought was going to be a nobody. I didn't see it. I didn't think she had it, and she has proved me wrong, over and over again. So I think I'm not going to worry about Jade Cargill. Um, yeah, it was a two and a three-quarter star match. Not the best effort from the ladies. Like I said, it was sloppy and some missed spots and everything like that, but it got the job done. And then finally, the WWE title match between Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. And they went they did this kind of methodically. They took their time, they slowed down to make sure that everything that they did had an effect and making sure that, it was things. If they did something, they just didn't on a couple occasions, they just didn't move right to the next move or get right back up afterwards. They made sure that they were solid and that everything had a facial and everything had an act to it and what they were doing, making sure that they were doing that. And I like that. I think some people might. I don't know. I didn't look down on the Twitter. They had Cody and AJ and Cody versus AJ were trending for a while earlier in the day. Um, Back when I restarted the thing, but so I didn't see what they were talking about. I wonder if do people, are going to like this match or not. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4.25 stars because I can sit back and I can go through and look and like the methodical pace and the methodical storytelling and the methodical stuff that they do, making sure that everything that they do it for a reason and they show that reason. So I can enjoy those type of matches. So we'll see what other people think. But yeah, when we got down to it, Cody hit a super Cody Cutter. He got those three specials, the three specials lined up, and went to the corner and everything like that, and got the super Cody Cutter. And then he got another special really quick for doing his taunt, and he did the Crossroads 1, 2, 3. Beat AJ Styles. That's good. That's a good first victory. Like I said earlier in my predictions episode yesterday, I really think they could do something here where they could go and run this back, you know, at the King of the Ring later this month, and maybe with like a stipulation or something like that. So we'll see. But first good title defense, in my opinion, and a great job by AJ Styles as well. So yeah, I gave it 4.25 stars. And that's it. That's it for the Backlash. There was only 5 matches, and I watched some of the stuff too. There's the press conference. Nothing big came from the press conference really about the wrestling, about the show. One thing they did is that Triple H, I guess, maybe took a shot at Fightful and PW Insider, and then he has been, the WPR has been going to both Fightful and going to PW Insider saying, well, he didn't mean you. And so, whatever it is, it's some big stuff now, and so, but that's just it. But yeah, overall, I think it was a great show, good matches, good entertainment, and the crowd was just amazing. The Friends crowd was amazing. Um, I personally, I'm not a fan of doing this, you know, doing it like they're doing it this year. Like every you say minor show or B show or whatever is going to be out of the country, you know. And all the major shows are going to be in the country, but so I'm not necessarily a big fan of that. Um, but I will say that in France, they just good. They deserve They do deserve another pay-per-view, next year. I think WWE Fastlane from France would be very good. Would be a very good B show. So we'll have to wait and see how all that turns around. But yeah, like I said, great show. So post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys feel in the comment section. Did you guys like what went down tonight on WWE Backlash? Let me know down in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.